Fanatics of Electrical Skateboards. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you just tuned in. I really hope you like my video 01, DIY battery video 1. It was all about cells. A bit of a longer video, but looking at the comments, people enjoyed it and found it useful. Check it out if you're interested. So today is Wednesday again, and a new video. I do upload one, or try to upload one, every Wednesday. So keep that in mind. So what you're going to see in this video. Number one, I will tell you what I think about building a battery pack yourself. 2, I'm going to try to scare you off from the idea to build your own battery pack. 3, if you're not scared and still here, I will show you and explain what will you need as a minimum from materials point of view and also tools point of view to actually build your own battery pack. I do love to give people, my viewers, the most information possible, and that's why I go into details. So idea of actually showing you what you will require to build your pack is, I think, very good, because you think to yourself, I'm just going to buy myself some cells and put a battery together. But have you considered everything else that will be required and the cost behind it to actually build a pack? So you got choices to either do it yourself and spend a lot of money, or you got a choice to turn to someone who knows how to do it and build yourself a battery pack by a professional. So what are my thoughts about building your own battery pack? I've been playing around with skateboards for a bit over 3 years now, and I've worked on the batteries, I've worked on gears, I've worked on whatever not, you've seen it on my channel. But I always had the strong feeling of not promoting DIY battery pack to viewers. And the pure reason is because it is very dangerous. Okay, so besides the points it's dangerous, and even professionals make mistakes and you get your cables touched by mistake, things burn out and things happen. If they don't tell you, they do happen, okay? Most importantly is you need to think to yourself, are you building single battery pack? If you are only after a single battery pack because you decided to build a board from scratch, which I will always be with you on that, DIY boards are just, I don't know, to me it's a different world. I enjoy it as much as actually riding one. So if you're building a single battery pack, I don't think it's worth for you to actually DIY pack, unless you can maybe borrow tools or something from your mate or someone. If you are thinking of building multiple packs and selling them because you're going to be so good and your battery packs will be very high quality and you're confident you can actually sell it to someone and actually pass on the danger to someone, then obviously you should think about DIY packs. Another simple way around from not building a DIY pack is going to something like LiPo packs. Yeah, these packs are here just for my spot welder. I'm just kind of, holding in my hands. So if you're interested, take a look on my channel. I got an idea of having a LiPo packs in my backpack. I also got an idea of having a 3D printed box that goes in the middle of the deck. So you just buy the packs, don't have to build anything, buy a charger, plug them in, and you can run your electrical skateboard very nicely off of the LiPo packs, yeah? Like tramper boards do. Or you can get someone to build it for you. Obviously you will pay for it, but you know that you will get yourself a quality pack and you don't have to spend a lot of money on tools and materials that you will never going to need in the future. There are quite a few good people in UK who do that. There are companies out there who actually make battery packs to your specification. There's a lot of people on Instagram, and that's all they do. They concentrate on battery packs. You can see reviews, you can see what people talk about them, so you can find a good person. So roughly, just to give you an idea, 12S 5P pack with BMS, smart BMS, and ready to be plugged into your board, we're roughly going to cost you about 650 pounds. Yeah, that's with good quality parts and also labor. So this is roughly where you're aiming at. Do not build your own DIY pack, guys, because you will burn your house down, you will maybe burn your boat down, and you maybe will get yourself really, really hurt. Okay, So bang, this is the scary part. So hopefully you got scared. You're not gonna do it. On a serious note, guys, there are certain things that could go wrong if you're not experienced in building a battery pack, and certain things could actually come out later when you already feel confident about your pack and riding away. If your pack is not tight enough, you could have your cables rubbing at each other. If you didn't run in parallel, they could short out. Your battery cells, if they're not insulated properly and they do jump around inside your battery pack and your board, because vibration levels are really dramatic inside them boards, you could rub through the insulation on the cell. That's your negative side. That could short out. Your BMS could short out. There's a lot of things that could go wrong. So when professional does it, they already are aware of those problems and they will treat them much, much better. So that's number one. Sometimes things do happen inside the boards, and because you don't have the X-ray vision, well, actually I do hope you do, because that would be really, really cool. Well, shit can go wrong, okay? And another note, you could get like a cold weld for starters, or the cold solder joint. Yeah, it does happen if you're not experienced. So when you have, let's say, 12S 5P battery pack, you don't know what happened inside. The connection will come off, and all of a sudden you got yourself a 10S pack. You don't know that, but you're still using a charger for 12S. What's going to happen? That board potentially could, and we don't want that. So think about this, guys. Read up. Go on Google and just type in electric skateboard or LiPo pack fires, yeah, or 18650 pack fires. On YouTube, there's a lot of videos, and you will actually appreciate what kind of damage they can do. And you are still here. So my scare tactics did not work, and you are determined that you are going to build yourself a DIY pack. Brilliant. So now we're going to talk about the parts and tools you will need to actually build one. If you have any more questions about certain part, you will see, because I will go straight through the whole shebang on this desk. Drop me a comment below, and now we'll expand on that part if you want me to. The only things that I will definitely expand on is the spot welder. I will do a full review very soon, and also the soldering iron. I already actually do have a full review. It's like a soldering station. I love it, it's cheap, but it's absolutely gorgeous. So what I'll do is I will leave the link to the video in the description below. So check it out if you're interested. So now let's crack on with the list. So let's start with parts. Obviously cells. Loads of cells. In my case, 21700 moly cells. 60 of them for my pack. Cell insulators, 18650, so 21700. Fish paper to insulate your P-packs and the battery itself. Kapton tape, which is a high temperature non-conductive tape. You will need that to make your battery safe. Nickel strip to connect your batteries in parallel or series, whatever way you're going to design it. I'm going to be going for 0.3mm or 0.2mm, not sure yet. Pure copper sheet. This is for my design of the battery. I'm actually going to be building bus bars to get most power out of my backpack, and also to reduce the resistance of the series connections. Large size heat shrink, and also a sticky back neoprene foam. Good quality cables for your series connections if you want to make your pack a bit more flexible, which I'm going to do. Power connectors. Depending on the battery you're going to build, in my case it's going to be pumping out 150 amp, so I'm going for 200 amp rated connections. Smart BMS, obviously rated to your battery, in my case 12S, the leads, and also the Bluetooth module, so the BMS can talk to my phone. A charger to match your battery pack, and also the power connector or power plug that's going to be on your battery enclosure. Different sizes of shrink tube to make your soldered connections safer, or some straight connectors safer if you have to use them. And now quickly about the tools that you will require. hot air gun. You can also use your wife's hairdryer if you want to. This is to shrink the heat shrink. Also, soldering iron or soldering station. You can go for an 80-watt soldering iron. I went for the station where you can actually regulate the temperature. Hot glue gun, just in case if you will decide to glue the cells together when you're forming the P-packs. Multi-voltage meter, amp meter. Solder, acid for soldering or flux for soldering. This is quite handy actually. This is a multi-cutter that you can use to do the cuts on the nickel strips nice and neat without using scissors and having the sharp edges. Electrical cutters, good quality, otherwise you will struggle to cut through a 8 gauge or 6 gauge copper cable. You'll make a mess out of it. One of the most expensive ones is a good quality spot welder. I will review the spot welder very soon on my channel, so stick around. Power source for the spot welder. I'm going to be using the graphene lipos, which are 90 C discharge constant and 120 amp discharge max peak. So this is pretty much it, guys. What you see on the table between the tools and materials, I roughly estimate about 400 pounds, maybe even more than that. I mean, just the spot welder, good quality spot welder, will cost you about 200. Cells for, let's say, L12S5P will roughly cost you about 300 to 350. That's already 550 quid. Just to get the cells on the spot welder. Then we're talking about soldering iron, which is about 50, 30, 10, 20, 15, 35. So it all collates. Well, this is it. This is it for this video, guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, let me know. If you didn't, let me know why you did not. Subscribe, like, and all the rest of the stuff. In the next video, guys, next Wednesday, I will show you how to make a beautiful and gorgeous custom carbon fiber skin deck using any deck that you might have in your house. At the same time, how to use not specially printed material to create an awesome design for your deck or enclosure. And yes, you can do it home. Stick around. See you soon.